We made our way down to Fukuoka, Kyushu, Japan. This area is famous for ramen, especially pork bone soup ramen, and one of the most famous is called Shin Shin. People come from all over the world to try its rich broth and thin noodles. The noodles' level of al dente can be made to your taste, with normal and super al dente, called barikatai. Let's check out this place that has people waiting for hours to get into. Welcome to Japan. Wowza.
비리캔ね
I've heard lots of things about the tonkatsu ramen, which is the pork bone broth.
コツね
Tonkotsu ramen, which is the pork bone ramen broth, right? And I really want to try that here because that's really famous here. And I don't know anything more about it, but I'm really looking forward to it because this is my first time trying ramen in Fukuoka, which ramen is really famous in Hakata, right?
そうだよね
I'm going to get the hardest ramen that they have because I think it'll go really well. I want it to be the almost crunchy. All right, we're waiting in line, which is going to take a while, but we'll see you once we get inside. We're the next ones to go in, so we got to get ready. We got the cameras all ready so that we're able to do it because there's so many people waiting. We can't stay in there for a really long time. Take a look at those noodles. They're holding up the chopsticks. That must be the barikatai.
なるほどね
Those are the super thick, super firm noodles.
皆さんお待たせいたしました。一番奥のテーブル席ですね。
はい
お並びでお願いします。定番2名様です。
For our order, we got regular ramen with extra stiff noodles and ramen with extra green onion and regular stiff noodles, and finally, an order of gyoza. Quite a cool little place, like the inside small, but there's lots of seating. Which do you like better, the blue and white or the white and blue? We were about 45 minutes outside, so now I'm ready to eat. When you go to like a bone broth place, sometimes there's a strong aroma, but this doesn't have that kind of aroma at all. It's just a really, really nice aroma. Oh, look at that broth. The noodles are super thin.
マジで
Look.
箸で揚げてみる
I was surprised. I was actually surprised. Well, I expected them to be thin, but
まあ見た感じそんなめっちゃ硬そうにも見えへんけど
look how thin they are. I'm gonna try the broth first. Okay, medium thick broth. Rich, creamy, delicious. So, tonkatsu.
豚骨ね
Tonkotsu.
2回目
Bone broth soup can be a little bit too strong sometimes. This is not at all. Creamy, flavorful, absolutely delicious.
行きましょう
Alright, here we go. These are really firm. They're really, really thin. So you think they're going to be soft, but because I got the firm style, you get a nice bite to it. They really are almost crispy. They're firm. But once you have the body katai, it feels like it's something's missing. I like these the best. And you get the sort of bone broth. When you slurp the noodles, it hits you. You get it in your nose a little bit. You get that flavor and aroma that you pick up. This broth is absolutely delicious. The bottom is nice and crispy. It's got a nice amount of garlic inside of it. The filling has a really nice flavor. And then the skin is a little bit thinner style. My chashu is falling apart. That is super tender. It fell apart. This broth is so delicious that I just want to put rice inside of it to keep eating it. This has all the positives of a bone broth soup with none of the negatives. Absolutely delicious. It's a soup that anyone in the family would eat. All kinds of tastes would love this. The toppings go perfectly with it. This has a great reputation, and there's a good reason why. And this is one of those places where, like, an American could come who's a little bit afraid of the normal or the really strong Koteri style. This isn't like that. This is really, really nice. I don't usually drink a lot of the broth, but I can't stop having this. Again, with just how creamy and delicious it is. Okay, I'm stopping myself. This is like a perfect introduction to the bone broth soup if you're interested in that kind of flavor. Absolutely delicious meal. I love the broth. Really easy to eat, delicious, and real flavorful. And then the noodles were super thin, but if you get the barikatai, it adds that little bit of oomph to it that really puts it over the edge for me. There were lots of people from all different places around the world, and you can see why, because this has a flavor that I think anybody would love. Wowza, Food Samurai.